going to be too strong. And Kiwi, Cronus, he had the owners on them, and he's won a neck fighting win. Second, Lord Ted. Third on the outside, Rover. What a fantastic cup finish.
Said, well, I'm not needed round here in 1997. You guys get on with it, and I'll take my trip now.
He made a huge contribution, Sir Tristram, to the stud scene in Australasia, standing in New Zealand and passing away this week. Had an accident in the paddock. And Cronus winning the Adelaide Cup, that's been a great guide for the Caulfield and Melbourne Cups over the years. Speaking of Cups, Wayne Wilson in Brisbane, what an upset. Sapio, 60-1 yesterday. Yippee-yi-yo missing out.
Yes, yippee-yi-yo. I guess we're all disappointed that he didn't win the Doomben Cup yesterday, Bruce, but I've been having a look at it again this morning, and I'm convinced that the run was okay by yippee-yi-yo because all the statistics were against him. They were home in a faster sectional time than Poetic King recorded in the sprint race on the day. Yippee-yi-yo made up, I guess, 4 to 5 lengths on the leaders in the run to the line. He was balked through interference in the home straight, and he was checked right on the line. So take all those factors into consideration. The run was okay, and I'd say that he is still right on target for a clash with Marble Halls in the Derby at Eagle Farm.
Yeah, not so good if you took 11 to 8 though, Wayne. They're all good reasons and excuses. Cassidy rode him fairly similarly to the way he rode him when he won, except I guess he didn't quite rev him up as much, but I really felt that Jim didn't put him into the race yesterday at all. The horse never really got into it.
Well, having a close look at the stewards' footage of the race, he did pull him out about 800 metres from home, and Bruce, remember, he was racing the big boys for the first time. They were dashing home. He had to come home in sub-35, sub-34 and a half, really, to get them down, so look, don't be too disappointed with him. No,
fair enough. And Sapio's a reasonable story, isn't it? I mean, the horse had raced at Sha Tin in Hong Kong. He'd been to Melbourne, you told me, in quarantine, and then comes back and wins as an afterthought in the Doomben Cup.
And that's what it was. It was an afterthought, and we've heaped praise on the jockey and the trainer, but let's not forget the old horse himself. A great performance after journeying to Hong Kong and that quarantine in Melbourne. Missed the race at Eagle Farm last week, came into the Doomben Cup and beat them easily too, going away after running all over the track in the home straight.
And survives a couple of protests. Let's go to the closing stages of the race.
Second, third over on the inside is Rivada, followed by Pakaraka Star. Sapio's the first to take off. He's sprinting up 3 horses deep. Then Summer Bow, who's off the rails. Then Broanne. Clear Rose. Shame is taking the shortcuts on the inside with All Our Mob. Yippee-yi-yo is coming to the outside. He's 5 wide as they approach the corner. 6 to 7 lengths off the pace as they run to the home turn. 400 metres left to go. Iron Horse joined by Hello Dale the outside, and Sapio going up to make it a line of 3. Just behind them, Rivada, Pakaraka Star. Then Shame, Summer Bow. Yippee-yi-yo is still 8 lengths off the lead, giving them a long start. Kicking on the inside, Iron Horse, 200 metres out. Iron Horse is in front. Sapio's running all over the track. Yippee-yi-yo can't win. Pakaraka Star to third. Sapio hit the lead from Iron Horse. Pakaraka Star and Shame trying hard on the outside. Sapio in front. It's a boil over in the cup. Sapio first. Second, Pakaraka Star. Third, Shame, or it's all in.
Yeah, huge trifecta, and the favourite missing out, but he'll be back for the Derby. Do you want to back him or Marble Halls, who won the last at this stage, Wayne?
Well, at this stage, in the heat of the moment, I think I'd be going Marble Halls because this is an amazing performance if you have a close look at it.
This is still Yippee, who runs into the back of them here, Wayne.
Right. There's Yippee-yi-yo on the outside, and he is checked close to home. Wasn't Sapio erratic in the home straight, and Pakaraka Star and Shame both suffered interference. Getting back to Marble Halls and Yippee-yi-yo, the clash, I think at this stage I'd be going Marble Halls, Bruce, because it was an amazing performance to do what he did yesterday. From the 600 to the 250, he was never out of trouble. He wasn't in the call with 100 metres to go, and 50 metres from home, Damien was throttling back on him. An amazing performance by this horse.
Yes, I think you got a bit of a surprise. There is the horse back there at the moment. He's being checked off the heels. He does cop another check in the surprise and in the straight with about 150 to go. And we'll just sit back and listen to your call, and I think you were the most surprised bloke on the course yesterday.
Nicely clear as they head up for the judge. 2 in front. Karma Biting is coming up to second, and Cash for Ash is going for a needle eye opening on the inside. There's not much room there. He's trying to push through Harris. Forgotten Hero on the outside, and Mr. Brannigan is through in the centre. 100 metres to go. Forgotten Hero on the outside, swept to the lead. Here's Marble Halls. Marble Halls is flying o'er, and a double wraps from Oliver. He cruises past Forgotten Hero and won the race. Outstanding.
Seen anything like it before?
No, I haven't. No, I have not. It was an amazing performance. Did you see how he eased up on him over the final stages? Have a look at him there. He's 3 off the pace. He's digging him up to pick them up. He picked them up in one stride, and just look at him in this last 50 metres. He cruises to the post. I spoke to Damien after the race yesterday, Bruce, and he said potentially, I don't know whether it was a heat of the moment statement or not, but he said potentially it's the best horse he's ridden.
Gee, that's a huge... And Poetic King successful yesterday, so it was a good day for Lee Friedman, wasn't it?
Yes, Poetic King, he's a marvellous old horse, and we got a real thrill when Chief De Beers sprinted away on the home turn, but Poetic King too strong for him and ran him down.
Wayne, terrific. Next week, Qantas Cup in the Oaks, and then the week after that, the Stradbroke. We'll catch up with you next week on Sports World.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you.
And a reminder about the footy panel with Rex Hunt and also Sunday football with David Fordham and the rest of the gang coming up right after this. See you next week on Sports World at 9 o'clock.